Peace, y'all. Today is October 10th, 2022. Appreciate y'all joining us. So we're about to kick off a different style of providing research information. And one of the ways we're going to do that is by reviewing, or at least watching some of these videos and jumping in, digging into the information as it's being presented to give our feedback as to what we think is viable. It's very easy for this to be taken the wrong way. This is not an attack on anyone or anyone's information that is being reviewed. This is all public info. So our goal is to do some legwork, and our attempt is to show people how to do research, how to formulate an informed decision. And really, it just comes back to being informed. So we're going to take our time, and we were given the actual video that we're going to review in a second. This is our first crack at it. I kind of feel sensitive to the fact that I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. Again, if it's good information, the information in terms of research is going to support that. And if it's information that, is applicable, but you might want to look at carefully, we're definitely going to share that as well. So at the end of the day, no attack on anybody, just trying to share our perspective. So as we begin, like I was saying, this particular video that we're going to look at was sent to us. So we're going to take our first crack at going through this information with y'all. Now, it was sent to us by one of our patrons. They're curious because they're hearing a lot of buzz about this particular process. And as you can see, it's dealing with the My E-Verify. So what it seems like is there's information out about, and this is not just the only video when I looked it up that's out there on this stuff. But this is the one that was sent to us, so this is the one we're going to go over. But in any instance, there's many other videos supporting this type of information, and we're going to take a look, and we're going to see if it's applicable for us and in terms of what we deal with and what we try to promote. And if it's not, then we're just not going to support that. All right, so let's go. So today's video is going to be here. It says fire my E-Verify.USCIS.Gov. All right, new method or new status correction method at the source. How do I correct my status? All right, done in May this year. All right, so cool. Let's hear what the brother has to say about correcting the status through this method.
What it is, guys, it's your boy, the Bad Wolf. Little mad, not sad, but definitely glad that you're here. All right, so this particular video is about My E-Verify. Now, as always, educational, entertainment purposes only. From your favorite non-belligerent, non-combatant.
So I like the fact that he lets you know at the beginning that this is for educational purposes, entertainment purposes. And I mean, at the end of the day, no one's offering legal advice. We're not offering legal advice. This is purely for entertainment. But there is some educational components to it, right? So we're all trying to disseminate the educational component to you all.
The Wolf. All right. But I have been told that almost as fire as the SS5 and the passport process is in fact the My E-Verify online portal. Now do your own research into this.
I don't know what he means by fire but he's speaking to, I believe he said SS5. So that's Social Security Administration. That would sound like something to do with potentially correcting that Social Security number. And then the passport process, I'm assuming that, and I mean, they're going to get into it, that it's not being completed the traditional way. Let's just say it that way. All right, let's see.
And as always, even when doing the SS5 or whatever else, changing your status, make sure that you contact the appropriate people and make sure that this doesn't have any effect on other things that you might have coming in, like your benefits and your this and that. Okay, because I always tell people, do your own education and research on this. Don't just
All right, so that's my first red flag, right? As far as, and I say red flag from the perspective of when Law Life Academy talks about freedom or attaining freedom, it's not predicated on privileges and benefits. And automatically, this might be a gray area for us, and we might reserve some of our comments only because it doesn't seem as though we're going to compare apples to apples or orange to oranges, right? So let's see how much they get into and what we can comment on. Let's keep going.
just do anybody's process, even if it's mine, without verifying the information, because you don't need to be in trouble. Because by doing some of these processes, remember that, and they're not accurate, because there are some people out there who are agents who will lead you astray. Okay.
Listen, y'all, he ain't lying. I think that he's spot on, right? People are quick tempered to just go and do something. It's just like they have this itch of, let me just get out there and just try it without any idea, or should I say, with just reckless abandonment, right? They just head out and they do anything without doing proper research or vetting something or looking into something. They they tend not to read anything. They just want to just see a copy and just go reproduce. Let me take my name out, change it, and just kick it off. But he's not lying about the agents either, right? Some people are here not to help you, and that's kind of how we started 2021. Was we were trying to be the catalyst for change. We still are, right? So let's keep going.
Okay. And when you do that, that creates controversy, which puts money in their pocket. So keep your nose clean and self-govern, and contact the agency before doing anything. And even if they do provide you with the official answer that the low-level functionaries know to be true, which the higher-ups know is not, catch my drift, you still have to abide by that, okay? Because whatever it is, it ain't worth it if you're not on this side to enjoy things. So once again, thank you for joining the channel. Don't forget to check out the information on.
I don't know if any of what was just described makes sense to y'all. I think he was attempting to speak to public and private by saying the peons or the gatekeepers or the tellers that you speak with are typically going to tell you the response as to how they know it. Not really how they know it, but as to how they're trained or how they're taught. And then the people with the key who have access, i.e. the soups, managers, so on and so forth, uh, which is very hard sometimes to get to. Um, they're the ones with the information that concurs with what it is that you know. However, like I said, if you're having a hard time getting a hold of them or interacting with them, you're going to constantly feel as though this information, in some way, shape, or form, is not beneficial. But shameless plug, you want to make sure you subscribe. If you want me to do a review for your on any particular video, feel free to send it to us. And actually, yeah, just put it in the comments and we'll reach out to you. Because I don't want to just give out a blanket email and have y'all flood the email with God knows what. So let's just get through this video.
Blacksite32.com. The merchandise is down below.
Fast forward.
Without further ado, let's get going. So I was told by a particular source who brought this to my attention that when you do the My E-Verify and you do the self-check, okay, that this is another way to change your status in the system.
Again, I'm confused as to what I'm watching, and I'm confused as to what I want to comment, because again, I don't think we're comparing apples to apples. What I will say is this: what this looks to be is someone who is operating off of privileges and benefits, and we don't teach that at Low Life Academy. So we look at exercising rights, establishing rights. But what it's showing me is how to take advantage of their benefits and privileges. All right. That being said, thank you all so much. Peace.